Alright guys, I want to give you another EDC update, a couple changes, a couple things I want to talk about. I'm going to try to do this relatively fast, kind of running out of battery power here. But just a couple things that I changed up. First thing is off screen. If you remember, this is actually my old wallet. And the friend I gave it to upgraded to a leather wallet, and I asked him if he was still using this, and he wasn't. So I snagged it back, because I love it, and I kind of missed it. I like the Spartan wallet I've been using. It is a great wallet, but it is a little bit bigger for what I need it for. I don't carry a whole lot of credit cards or anything, as far as that's concerned. So very simplistic. I did pop the Swiss card back in the front here. So I have all those tools on me, which is convenient. I did kind of miss this wallet. I like it a lot. Trifold. Very simple nylon material here. Light, compact, small. It works. Glad I have it back. As far as my main EDC goes, I switched back to the Tenacious. Love the knife. Always will. It's good to have a very good usable knife, but also a cheap one. Knock on wood, I've never lost a knife. All these years dealing with knives and using them, I've never lost one. And hopefully I didn't just jinx myself there, but if I did happen to lose a knife, I wouldn't be as upset losing this as I would many of the other knives I own, mainly because it's more affordable and easily replaceable. I know guys who who EDC their custom folders. I'm talking $500, $600, $700 knives, and they carry them every day. And if I lost a $700 knife, I would probably cry. I'd be mad about it, but I would definitely shed some tears. And what would really bug me the most is not just the fact that I lost it, but the fact that some kid will probably pick that up off the street and play with it like it's a $2 flea market knife and not know the difference. So that would really, really bug me. But anyway, I've carrying this lately. However, I'm going to be switching to the Centofonte 3. I'd like to get a review for you guys, but even though I've been following this, it's different to actually carry it and use it. And for every single one of my reviews, whether it be a piece of gear or a knife, I really like to use the actual product for a long time and get a feel for it before I actually do a review. The reviews are based on not only facts like specs, but also based on my opinion and my actual experience with the product itself. Okay, there's certain things you can tell how something performs that you have to actually use it to figure that out. Again, things like comfort and along those lines. So soon, hopefully, I'll have the review for you on the Centofonte 3. Probably Monday or so next week, I'll switch this out and start carrying the Centofonte 3 so I can get a review for you guys. Still carrying the backup Spartan. Very simple. Use a screwdriver all the time. Good. I don't use the blades at all. If I want to cut a box open or something and I have my keys in my hand, I'll use my Benchmite too. I like to keep these blades razor sharp. If for some reason you're in an emergency situation and you need a razor sharp knife, and guess what? You forgot to maybe touch up your blade and this is kind of dull, whatever main EDC you use, which almost never happens to me anyway because I'm a sharpening freak. I sharpen my blades when I don't need them because it's just it's fun to do. But anyway, it's good to have backup blades that are not used and just razor sharp for you. I switched out my Leatherman S2 for this smaller light. This is a Phoenix EO, I believe. 5mm LED. Very simple. Not the brightest light in the drawer, but it gets the job done and is very compact. Uses a single AAA battery, as you can see here. Very convenient. You can replace it very easily, and just good pocket light. If I need something that's brighter, I will of course reach into my bag and grab something bigger and brighter. As far as my keys, a couple changes here. I cut the chain to make this smaller, more compact. I got rid of my postal employee keychain just because it wasn't a tool I was actually using. It just added bulk, so I took that off. Everything else is pretty much the same except for the lanyard. As you see here, I switched to a monkey fist. That's what this is called. Very, very interesting. If you haven't seen these before, do a Google search. You can buy these made. You can see how they're made on different forums and different websites. Very cool. It's called the monkey's fist because it kind of looks like monkeys holding hands. That kind of pattern, if you look at it. It's a little abstract, but I can definitely see it. But this was actually sent to me by someone here on YouTube. They sent me a couple of them, and they're just awesome. Really, really appreciate that. Very, very cool. These actually have a stainless steel ball inside them. This braid is wrapped around the stainless steel ball bearing. So this not only is functional as a lanyard, if I grab my little pocket here, how you would use this like any other lanyard. Put your keys in your pocket, and this would just drape on the outside. And when you want your keys, instead of reaching down in your pocket, you simply just grab the end here and lift your keys out. But not only is it functional as a regular lanyard, but because it does have that ball bearing in there, it's heavy. I mean, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's not to be taken lightly. This thing can definitely make an improvised impact weapon, and you would not want to get whacked in the head with this. So, you know, if you're going to your car, maybe you're female or a male, and someone approaches you, and maybe you feel like they're going to attack you, or they do attack you, and maybe they don't have any kind of weapons, they're just open, bare hands, but they're hitting you, you know, you have a little bit of an edge with this. I mean, you hold your keys, good grip with your keys here, and you whack this person, you know, in the head, neck, different vital points, different pressure points. It's not going to feel good. They're going to stop the attack, hopefully. But it is just another option. It's good to have different options on your person for self-defense. Some lethal, some non-lethal. Really depends on the situation. It's totally your call. But it's cool. I probably won't keep this on for too long. I just happen to prefer my little decorative thing. I don't need, you know, improvised weapons like this. If someone attacked me open fist, in other words, they attacked me without a weapon, I would just, you know, try to defend myself however I can without a weapon. You know, whether it be punch in the back, whether using some form of martial arts that I've been kind of studying. I don't take classes or anything, nothing formal at all, but I do study a lot of different mixed martial arts. I take kind of bits from here and bits from that, and mix them up a little bit and make my own kind of thing. And it's worked in the past before. People ask me too all the time, you know, have you been attacked? Have you used your knives on people? Thank God I've never had to use an actual weapon on a person. Although I have gotten into some scuffles, and believe me, just studying a couple simple things, different forms of salat and kali and jiu-jitsu. There's a lot of different things you can learn and little tips you can pick up, and when someone's attacking you, it helps. Believe me, you definitely have the edge, and it's helped me in the past. But no, I've never used my knives on one, never had to hit anyone with a bat or anything like that, and never used my gun. Thank God. I hope I never have to. But anyway, something like this might give you the edge, especially if you're female. If a male's attacking you and they're a little stronger than you, it's good to have some kind of upper hand, and this may be what you prefer. So it's an option. Anyway, those are the keys. As far as my gun, same thing, Glock 17. Yes, this is empty. The magazine is loaded, but there's nothing in the chamber. Double, triple check here. Nothing in there. It's been working out really well. I carry this. It's still very comfortable. As far as the magazine goes, I will be switching out the ammo probably next month or the month after. I don't want to draw out the video too long, but talking about this. But when you have ammunition you carry daily, humidity and stuff like that can make your primers go bad. Especially if you have like brass casings, they suck up moisture like you wouldn't believe, and just the humidity, or from you touching them, the oils in your skin, it'll actually soak through the case and make your primers kind of humid and moist, and they won't work. I would say most ammunition, more so expensive ammunition, they're going to be waterproof primers, but you know, it's good not to chance it. You know, if you carry a gun every day for years, and then the one time you need to use it, you have some bad ammo in it, that's not going to help you. You know, so it's good to change it out from time to time. Some people are fanatics about it. They'll change it out once every 2 months. I don't think that's necessary. Some people wait 6 months. Some people do it once a year. I'll probably do it somewhere in the middle. About 6 months or so, I'll change these out. But still carrying full-size Glock 17, 19 rounds, hollow point 9mm rounds. Still pondering about a new gun. For summertime carry, I would like a subcompact gun. I was thinking about the Glock 30 because it is subcompact. You have less rounds you can hold in it. So I figured if I'm going to carry less rounds, more like 10 or 12, somewhere around there, I might as well up the caliber so each round is more effective. And I decided on the Glock 30 because that's a 45 ACP round, and you're talking business when you're shooting 45s. And I think the Glock 30 holds a standard 10-round mag. So you got 10 45-round shots in a very small, compact frame. And it's basically identical to this gun, but you have a shorter barrel, and the actual handle itself is shorter. So imagine this gun with this cut off. You know, it's hard to show you here, but what you can see would be like the Glock 30, pretty much. So it is more concealable in the summer, lighter clothes. I mean, I don't have a problem concealing a full-size weapon like this in the wintertime, where I'm wearing a jacket, you know, pants, stuff like that. But, you know, I am considering different guns to buy and purchase down the road for warmer carry. So still pondering the idea. As far as carry, you may have noticed that I took off the clip draw. This is still my preferred method of carry. However, lately I've been trying this holster that I got. There are some problems with it. Not in general, but problems specific to me and concealed carry. One is that it's not really a concealed carry holster. This is a duty holster. This is actually traded. I traded I believe it was 2 flashlights, and I'm trying to think, a knife for this. I traded one of my bird knives, I think the crossbill, and 2 Anova flashlights for this holster. I forget the brand, it's under there, but I can't get to it right now. It's actually a very high quality holster, paddle holster, and it was a cop's before mine, and he carried it for about 6 years. And it worked great for him as a cop, as a duty carry holster. First off, it's not very concealable. I mean, paddle holster goes in your waistband here, but it sticks outside the waistband, and it's kind of bulky. I mean, it's meant to be carried by a police officer in plain view. Very easy to get to. You see here, form-fitted leather. Actually, very, very nice quality. It's got a retention strap on here with a thumb brake, which is basically, you have a steel plate here so it doesn't bend on you. When you use your thumb, it pops the snap here, and then you can draw your weapon. Like I said, great for a cop, not so much for me. One problem I was having, besides a little bit of a problem concealing it, I mean, with the jacket, it wasn't, you couldn't see it, it was concealed. But the problem I have is I wear a normal civilian belt. You know, 24 hours a day. When I'm wearing pants, I wear a belt. And it's actually an elastic type of belt, and it's not very supportive. And even though Glocks are lightweight guns, this is a full-size frame with 19 rounds, it's not super, super light. So what's happening is that my belt wasn't supporting the gun. And if this is my body like this, it was carrying like this, flopped out. And because it was the weight of the gun and everything was just kind of bending the belt. Not good, not supportive, not what I needed. It wasn't comfortable. I didn't feel, satisfied carrying it. I felt like it was going to fall off, or I felt like it was sticking out too much. So even though this is a great holster, just not for me, not for concealed carry. I will still use this in the future when I go target shooting. You know, I can pop this on my pants and I can carry it open. You know, in fact, in Pennsylvania, it's illegal for me to carry my gun open. I can wear a t-shirt and shorts and have my gun on my side in a holster for everyone to see, and that's completely legal. However, it's not really suggested, because even though it is legal, even though I have the right to do that, people are still going to call the cops because they're, you know, maybe ignorant to the law, and they don't realize that people can do that, and it'll be a hassle. Cops will have to come, and I'll have to explain it to them, you know, what's going on, and maybe they'll know what's going on. And from stories I've heard of people living in Pennsylvania and in my area, they've carried openly, and it's just been nothing but problems. I mean, even though the cops can't, you know, they can't arrest you or fault you for doing that, they feel almost, from people I've talked to, it's almost like they feel threatened, you know, because you're showing your gun, and they feel, you know, in some cases, and again, this is subjective to certain places and certain people, but in some cases the cops are actually harassing the people because they're going out of their way to show their gun in public, and it kind of causes a scare, and it's not recommended. Yes, it's legal. No, it's not suggested. So I do carry concealed on purpose for that reason. I don't want to cause any problems or anything like that, or draw attention to myself. The last thing I want to know or let people know is that I do have a gun. You know, if there's a situation where I'm in a convenience store and someone pulls a gun to rob the place, guess what? If they walk in and they see that I have a gun on my side, you know, obviously now I'm a huge target and I'm a threat. So, you know, I want to have a concealed gun. I don't want to carry it open. But anyway, just something to think about. So it's a great holster, but not working out for me specifically, for my needs. So in the future, I hope to get maybe a Galco or similar inside the waistband holster to try out. I would like to eventually maybe carry +1. I'm going to go back to the clip draw temporarily until I get a new holster, until my wallet will allow me to purchase one. I just don't have the funds to buy something right now that's more appropriate. But so far it's been working out fine. The clip draw is very comfortable to carry, very concealed, so I've been happy with it. But again, the drawback is that I have to carry like this which is with the magazine in, but nothing in the chamber. In order for me to shoot, I have to draw the gun, rack the slide, then I can shoot. And I'm not going to pull the trigger because I just want to make sure that I didn't load one. Of course, I didn't, but you got to triple check. So anyway, that's my EDC setup. I tried to be quick, and of course I wasn't. 15.5 minutes. Man, I have a hard time just showing you stuff and not talking. But I know you guys like it and appreciate me going into detail on things. So anyway, that's my EDC setup. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.